everybody. Today is a very, very hard day for me. Today is the Pregnancy and Infant Loss Remembrance Day. But what makes it hardest for me is today is the day that our little Peanut would have been born. This was actually his due date. If he had made it here, he would be 4 today. There is a lot of people that just don't speak out about it. They don't say anything. But it's just one of those, people think it's a taboo to talk about, but it's really not. They were a child. They were here for a very short time. But they were just too perfect for this earth. God just took them on. A lot of people, when they talk to somebody that's lost a child, some of the things they say to them, when they say, I know how you feel, that's some of the things that you don't say to someone who has lost a child. It's just, I'm trying to pull it up. A lot, people don't quite understand, what it is. I mean, when you lose a child, you lose a part of you. You die with that child. You have a hole left that can't be filled. There's just no way to explain the pain that never goes away. 4 years ago feels like today. I just don't know what really, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just a pain that's unbearable, that there's nothing you can do. People say time heals. It doesn't. People say, well, at least you can get pregnant. Well, that's just wrong. It's uncaring. Nobody should have to hear that. Nobody knows what a mother goes through unless they've been through it when they've lost their child. It's just, you put up a brave face during the day. When you get home, it's slaps you in the face. Before Grace was born, it took me months to take down the crib. I really don't know how to explain to you the pain and this just emptiness, the feeling of your arms being empty. That even when you get your rainbow baby, is what they call a baby after a miscarriage, you still have that empty feeling that something is missing. And nobody can ever replace that child. Nobody. But I will say that it does get easier with time. I mean, the first year I cried every day, and my husband actually wanted to put me into a mental institute. And people say that, dads don't go through as much, but they do. Because they had that loss as well. All the planning you can do, it's never going to prepare you for that shock, for the instant stab in your heart when you hear those words, that there's no heartbeat. Nothing can prepare you for that. Even though you were told before you may not carry this child full term. I was told a week before we lost Peanut that, I was going to lose him. But even during that week, I was not believing it until, it happened. But there's just no way to explain. I mean, you can read and read and read and read all the baby journals, all the what to expect when you're expecting, but they don't explain to you how to handle the pain, the grief. Nothing prepares you for that. And the dates come around, the anniversary of losing your child, the date of, like me today, of when he was supposed to be born, birthdays, Christmases, you look around and know you're missing something. And you just can't. You can't handle it. You can't bear with it. And I'm just one of those 1 in 4 that it happened to. But out of the millions of people on this earth, 1 in 4 is a lot. I mean, it's a lot of people that are going through the exact same thing. And no matter what anybody says, there's no help. There's really no shoulder to lean on. Because nobody knows exactly how you feel. Each person is different. Each person deals with it a different way. We planted a rose bush in honor of Peanut. And pinwheels. Every time I see a pinwheel, I think of Peanut, because we put pinwheels out, and I honestly believe that every time the pinwheel moves, it's Peanut letting me know that he's here. But, we carried him for a very short time here, but we will always carry them in our hearts. And nobody ever can take that away from you. But I just, day by day by day, try to make it through. And it's hard. It's a hard journey. It's a hard thing to deal with. And without the support of your husband, your spouse, your significant other, you can't make it without that support. There's no way. You have to have someone. Whether they say nothing at all and just hold you, or just there to listen. They don't have to say anything, because there's really nothing to say. It's just someone to vent your emotions, to